I want to do an If You Knew Me video. If you knew me, you know I'd be like, I'm really insecure about how I look and how I feel. Sometimes I get depressed, and sometimes the depression controls me for weeks. If you knew me, you know that I don't like to be around my parents. Reasons being, I just don't like being around them. I don't like being around my family because sometimes I think my family doesn't love me. If you knew me, you know that there's only a few people that I trust with my life, and I've told those people my deepest, darkest secret that I never told anybody else, which I'm not going to tell right now. I'm never going to tell it. If you knew me, you know that if I consider you family, that you mean a lot to me. Even if you're not related to me, if I consider you family, you mean something. If you knew me, you know that I act a lot. You know that I act weird. I'm one of those weird people. I sit at the weird table at lunch. I hang out with the weird crowd. If you knew me, you know that I'm always walking around or doing something, but most of my time I spend on Facebook, Twitter, or I'm texting somebody. But if I'm not doing that, I'm walking around town because trying to find something to get into. If you knew me, you know that I'm really shy at first when I meet you, but when I'm around you more often, I get used to you. Like, there's been a lot of times where I've met a person, and I'll just be like completely shy. Like, I'll just be like sitting there because I'm shy at first. If you knew me, you know that I always text someone first. I don't know what it is, but I don't like to wait for people to text me first. Like, it gets to me. Like, I have to be like, oh hey, how's it going? If you knew me, you know that I have anxiety really bad. I don't enjoy having it. I don't know anybody that would, but like when I get into an anxiety state, I'll tend to fall asleep. I don't know. So my mom tells me, like, I'll start like having this anxiety attack, and I'll go into an anxiety mood, and I'll start pacing around the room, and then I'll sit down like on my sofa, and I'll just like pass out for like hours upon hours. Like, my mom's actually watched me go through an anxiety state. Like, she'll say I'll pace back and forth, just like thinking, and I'll break down, and then I'll sit on the sofa and I'll just breathing. What usually happens is my heart starts beating like really fast. I start pacing. I start drinking water. I fall asleep. I wake up, and it's all good. If you knew me, you know that I don't really like anybody at the moment because I just don't see the point of liking someone if you don't love yourself. Like, the mindset is you have to love yourself before others love you. I don't love myself at the moment, nor will I love myself in the next few months. So I'm not gonna waste my time on liking somebody while I don't even like myself. But if you knew me, you knew that I have a whole bunch of people I declare as family. Lizzie, Kaufman, Amber Barton, Steven Sterling, Megan Kaufman, Razzle Thompson, Justin Faber, Cadence Morgan, Gina Linton, Gerardo Alcera, Brett Fuller, Rachel Labo, Josh Barton. But yeah, I like to declare people as my family. Like, I'm like, you're my sister, you're my cousin, you're my aunt. It's just like, I'll just start like declaring people. But if you knew me, you know that I always think before I speak. I never say anything that I don't think of first. And if I don't, that means like I'm in a state of point where I'm like angry and I'm mad. But more than likely, I always think before I speak, because usually if I say something, I'll think of the consequences before I say it. So therefore, I'll just stop myself in the pace and track. I'll stop. But if you knew me, you know that I'm really nice. I'm always there for people. I'm not a two-faced, backstabbing person. That's not who I am. That's not who I want to be. If anybody who thinks they can trust me, which I hope anybody could trust me, but if anybody thinks they can trust me, I'm always here, day and night. If it's 4 o'clock in the morning and you're crying over some guy or girl, call me up. I'm here. I mean, you just call me, tell me your name, and I'm here. Because I'm that kind of person where I love helping people out. I love giving advice. It's a thing for me to do, to give people advice. If you knew me, you knew that I give advice. A lot of it. I tell people a lot of relationship advice, which I don't know why, but it's just like, I just do it. It's just in my nature. If you knew me, you know that there's one person in this world that will always be around in my life, and like I'm always thankful that she's here for me, and I'm always glad that she's here for me. That's Lizzie Kaufman. I love her because when I'm always in trouble, like I said, I give advice. She does the same thing. She's the best person in this world to go to, but don't get her mad. But I love her with every ounce of my blood. She's like my big sister, and I wouldn't ask for a best big sister in the world. I love you. If you knew me, you know that that I'm very outgoing. Like, I'm really outgoing. If you knew me, you know that I'm in love with horror films. I'm talking about blood, guns, knives. Seeing the blood on the knives just like makes me like, I don't know, it's just like, I don't enjoy watching pain, I just like seeing it. I like Final Destination, Scream, Insidious, Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy vs. Jason, all those good classic movies. I just love them. I just like crave horror films. Fright Night. If you knew me, you know that I wouldn't be able to live without a phone. This is the 3rd Verizon phone I've gone through because I just got my AT&T, and so far I've had a flip phone that ended up in Brick Hill, and then I got this thing, which is like, it's like slower than I don't know what. And then last but not least, I got this, which I'm madly in love with. I will never harm, never hurt. But if you knew me, I always like bright colors, like neons. That is hot pink. Yeah, I am in love with neon colors. Just like if I see something neon. If you knew me, you know that I don't have a favorite color. I just don't. If you knew me, you know that I like all kinds of music. My favorite song is Somebody That I Used to Know by Coyote. If you knew me, you know that I am very depressed. I know it's at the beginning, but I get depressed like easily. I'll just start thinking about something and I'll have my mind set on it for like weeks or months. Not years, but like probably like 2 months, a month and a half tops. 2 weeks probably. But yeah, that's it. Alright, like, rate, subscribe. Do what you will. Follow me on Twitter, Savannah_Boo97. Bye.